Welcome to today's show where we talk about why friends leave us when we are divorced or when we are separated or when we have issues with our husbands. And you find out that sometimes you just pick up the phone, you call this friend and they're not picking up your calls. You try the first time, you try the second time, you make an excuse for them why they're not picking up your calls. And after a while, you know that it is so. Then, of course, sometimes you try with another number and you try to see whether it is your number that they're not picking up or generally. And then they pick up the number because it's a strange number. And the moment they hear your voices, give you one reason why they have to come off the phone and apologize and say, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't pick up your calls. I'll call you later." But they never do. And it appears as if to say, you're just on the wrong side of friendships because you are separated or because you are divorced. Let me tell you, I understand. Many times when we go through things like that, we suffer some form of low self-esteem, some form of difficulty in our relationships. Let me tell you, it's very common and you're not alone. Many times we suffer all kinds of things when we are going through a difficult time in our marriage. And so it attacks our self-esteem, it attacks our confidence. And we believe or we think that that friend that's not picking up our calls is because they're definitely taking sides with our husband. It's because they're definitely taking sides with our ex-spouse. It's because they're definitely taking sides with that man that we say that we are no longer with. But sometimes it may not be like that. But let me assure you, and I understand the pain. The pain is difficult. The pain is not something that one really wants at any time. And you are going through a lot already. You do not really need that additional pain in your life. I understand. And I want to say to you, I am sorry about that. But sometimes that is what life throws at us when we least expect it to throw things like that at us. Do you know sometimes it's not really that they are taking sides with anybody. Sometimes our friends are definitely at a loss as to what to do. They do not really understand how to manage their relationships with us at that time. Because they are friends with us, they are friends with our husband, or they are friends with our ex. And they do not really understand where they should face. Should they face me or should they face my spouse? And so they'd rather just stay neutral in this whole incident. Many times it's because they're afraid to say the wrong thing. So it's easier for them to just not answer our calls, not talk to us at this time. Another reason why it appears as if to say our friends are taking sides is that they are themselves facing their own demons. They probably have some difficulties that they are facing at this time. And honestly, they just have enough on their own plates rather that they do not have time to answer to our own needs. So it's not each time that your friend doesn't answer your call that they're necessarily taking sides. Sometimes it's because they are going through difficulties as well. They are going through difficult times in their own relationships or at work or whatever it is that they are doing with their time and with their life. When you have shared social life, people tend to just be neutral. They are not taking any sides. But some people indeed choose that, well, I've known this person the longer time, so I'd rather remain friends with them, or I've known them better, or we've had better relationship, and so I choose sides. And so it's difficult when you have the same social circle, when you have the same social friends, when you don't have friends that are different from each other. It's very difficult to manage the expectation from everybody. Now, nobody is perfect. You are not perfect as well. And sometimes it's just easier for your friends to take one side, no matter whether it's the right side or not the right side. They'd rather just take one side and stick with that side. But really, it has nothing to do with your own self-worth. It has nothing to do with what they think about you. It's just that it is very comfortable for them or more convenient for them at that time just to take one side and remain on that side. You know, they say, show me your friends and I'll tell you who you are. Sometimes some of our friends feel that if they continue to play with you or continue to be your friend, they will catch divorce fever. They think that, oh, that is the time when they too will start to think about divorce, or all you'll be talking about is divorce. And honestly, you do not need such friends around you. So if they are not coming forth, if it's those people who feel that they will catch this divorce fever we talk about, then you do not need them around you. And so you are better off for them to go away. Those of them who do not want to catch the fever that they feel that you have caught. Then there are those friends, of course, who feel that, oh, now that she has left her husband, my own husband becomes her prey. And so they keep away, they keep their family away, they keep their children away from your children. And of course, that's not your situation. Your situation is that you have left your marriage and you are bleeding at this time. You need to have your friends around. But then that tells you something. It tells you that such people are not your friends. As I said earlier, show me your friends and I'll tell you who you are. So you do not need such people around you, people who do not even trust you in the first place. It means that they never trusted you in the friendship. Because if your friend trusts you in the friendship and something happens to you, like, okay, let us say you became widowed. Would they still say that you would take their husband? So you do not need such friends around you. Friends who demean you, friends who feel that, oh, their husbands are not safe because you are around them. You do not need such people as friends. So when you find out that your friends have left, when you find out that a friend or several friends have left, what do you do? What do you do to keep your sanity? What do you do to keep yourself happy? On them, share their social life, let them share your social life with you. You do not necessarily have to tell them everything that you are going through. You do not have to tell them everything that you are feeling at each time, but you do need to have people around you. You need to have people to talk to. So lean into those friendships and learn to nurture them for your own well-being. Sometimes some of those friends, you will find out that it appears as if to say they are a bit uncomfortable to talk to you about what you are going through. They are your friend, they will sit there with you, but it is a dead kind of silence. And you are thinking to yourself that maybe they don't want to talk to you because they do not want to offend you. So maybe you need to talk to them about the way you feel. It might be comfortable. You might just be making them a bit more comfortable in your presence than if you are quiet and you do not say anything. So lean into the friendships, talk to them, ignite conversations with them, conversations about the way you feel, conversations about the disappointment you feel about the breakup of your marriage, and let them feel comfortable talking to you about it, because you never know how much wisdom you can get even from those conversations. Be gentle with yourself, set healthy boundaries, and get into a social life that can be easy for you. So maybe get into a hobby, maybe a hobby that you have forgotten, start it all over again. Get into church activity if that is what gives you comfort. Get into some kind of activity whilst you are going through this painful period. Remember that this period is not so much the period that you are divorced as the period where you feel that your friends have neglected you. Because when your friends neglect you, it is tearing into the wound of the divorce. It is making the wound of the divorce even more painful. And so you need to find a balm to rub into that part of your heart which says, my friends have abandoned me. And sincerely, if you do things like that, you will find out that gradually your heart will start to heal, not only from the pain of the divorce, but from the pain of abandonment from your friends. You deserve support. You deserve kindness at all times. Getting divorced is not the end of life. Sometimes it's the beginning of a new life. Having a bad marriage is not the beginning, it's not the end of life. It may just be the time to start to build your marriage again, especially if you're not yet divorced, but you're going through a bad time. Your friends are disappointing you, your friends are deserting you. Maybe you need to talk to somebody who can help you through it. I'll be happy to talk to you about whatever it is you are going through. Meantime, if you have loved this video, why don't you comment on it, share it, like it, and subscribe to this channel. I look forward to hearing from you.